ってきた。危ない。
Good night, G.I.JerryPrater. I hope you can share my story with all your followers. They need to hear what really happened out there. My name's Caleb Harris I spent more than 25 years on the road as a long-haul driver, most of it across the southern US. From the 1980s to 2006, I lived behind the wheel, sunsets in Texas, storms in Alabama, lonely nights in Georgia. But nothing I ever saw or heard compares to what happened deep in the heart of the Louisiana bayou back in '96. And I still have nightmares about it. That night, I was driving with my closest friend and co-driver, Mason Reed We'd been running a two-man route from Baton Rouge to a remote construction site near Lacombe hauling structural steel. We'd been on the road for 2 days, catching sleep in shifts. It was just after 3 a.m. when it began. Mason sat beside me, chatting to keep us both alert. The highway narrowed into a cracked 2-lane road surrounded by cypress trees, water shimmering on both sides. No streetlights. No traffic. And then, something appeared ahead. At first, it looked like a woman walking along the shoulder. She wore a long black cloak, hooded, her steps slow and dragging. No flashlight, no bag, just aimless walking. Her figure glowed faintly in the fog. Mason leaned forward. What the hell is she doing out here? No clue, I said. You think we should stop? He nodded. She might need help. No one should be out here alone. I eased off the gas and pulled closer. We stopped just beside her. Mason rolled down his window. He called out. You okay? No response. We could tell she was a woman from her shape and the few strands of silver blonde hair escaping her hood. But she didn't stop walking. Didn't turn. Didn't react at all. Mason frowned. Hey, I need a ride or something. It's not safe out here. Still nothing. He scoffed and muttered, screw it. Let her walk if she wants to act like a ghost. That's when she stopped. And turned. Her head rotated unnaturally, slow and rigid like it wasn't connected to a spine. When her hood fell back, we saw what she truly was. A skull. Grey, rotting, with hollow eye sockets and dry moss clinging to the bone like old hair. Her jaw opened, wide, and a wheezing hiss came out, like wind through broken reeds. Mason screamed. I couldn't move. I just stared, paralyzed, while she stared straight into Mason's eyes with that black nothingness. Then something in me snapped, and I slammed the gas pedal. We peeled off down the road, Mason still screaming, my hands shaking so hard the truck swerved. We didn't stop until we reached the delivery site at sunrise. Both of us were pale, drenched in sweat. We told no one. Not the foreman. Not the receiving guy. We delivered the steel, checked into a cheap motel, and tried to forget. Mason called his wife that night, said he missed her and their daughter. He didn't mention what we saw. Neither did I. We both just wanted to get home. The next morning, Mason drove while I tried to rest. The roads were clearer, but the dread hadn't lifted. Then, on a remote stretch near Pearl River another truck came barreling around a blind corner, trying to overtake a slow-moving bus. There was nowhere to go. The collision was instant, violent. Metal slammed. Glass exploded. I blacked out. When I came to, I was outside the truck, being dragged away by EMTs. Mason was still inside. Dead. They said he died instantly. The other driver and I survived with barely a scratch. But when I looked around, I saw something that made my stomach turn to stone. We had crashed in the exact spot where we saw that woman 2 nights earlier. I collapsed. Passed out. Woke up days later in a hospital in Baton Rouge. They told me I had a panic attack. They didn't know the half of it. I never told anyone what we saw that night, not until now. I just tried to go back to work. But I was never the same again. Over the years, I kept driving. But I stayed off the back roads near Lacombe. I avoided the bayou routes, no matter how much extra time it added. I saw things after that, shadows walking alongside my truck, even when I was doing 60. Flashes of pale faces in the rear view. Static in the CB radio that whispered Mason's name. But nothing came close to what happened 5 years later. It was 2001. I'd been feeling confident again. Maybe too confident. I agreed to haul industrial pumps through **Atchafalaya swamp **, something I'd refused for years. The route was overgrown, narrow, and half submerged in water. Around midnight, I stopped to relieve myself. When I came back, the cab was cold. Not AC left on cold, but deep, bone deep, winter inside your lungs cold. My mirrors were fogged. And there was something in the passenger seat. A figure in a black cloak. Soaked, muddy. Facing forward, unmoving. I backed out of the cab slowly. Didn't even open the door, just dropped to the ground and stumbled backward, falling into swamp water. The figure didn't follow. But when I got back up and looked inside again, it was gone. I drove the rest of the route without stopping. Didn't sleep that night. Didn't sleep for 3 days. When I finally told another driver what happened, he just nodded. Bayou's haunted, man. Always has been. You see her once, you never forget. I asked who home was. He didn't answer. Just said, she don't like being disrespected. I never saw her again. But I felt her. Even in cities, I'd sometimes find swamp water pooled beneath my rig. Here tapping on the inside walls of the trailer. My doctor said it was PTSD. I knew better. So I quit. Sold the truck. Took a job fixing generators. Small town, small roots. I tell this now because I still dream of Mason. His screams. That thing's hollow eyes. And the cold presence that sat beside me in the swamp. I don't know what she is. But I know what she does. She walks the bayou road. And she waits for those who laugh too soon. And turn too late. Before we continue, you'd be doing me a big favor if you gave the video a like, but only if you're enjoying it. That would help me a lot to reach more people. Thank you so much. You're in the horror zone. Let's continue with the next story. **, the sound in the trailer **. My name is **, Eli Ward **. I was 50 when I lost my job in Memphis, Tennessee. Laid off with 3 days' notice after the warehouse I worked at shut down. Bills piled up fast. My cousin Logan, who drove trucks cross-country, said he could help. He was working for a private logistics company that operated across the southern US. They paid by the mile, and according to him, the money was life-changing. But there was one catch. They didn't provide vehicles anymore. You had to bring your own truck. Logan said he could help me get a deal on one. He knew a guy in Arkansas unloading old rigs for dirt cheap. He even said the first few hauls would earn back my investment. I was desperate, so I agreed. By the end of the week, Logan drove me out to a dusty lot just outside **, Little Rock **. Rows of faded rigs sat beneath a rusting sign that read, **, Aces Trucks, cash only. **. An older man in overalls led us to a matte black Freightliner. It looked surprisingly clean. Low mileage. New tires. He sold it to me for less than a used sedan. I had it inspected. Everything checked out. A week later, I was on my **, second run **, hauling supplies down to a construction site near **, Laredo, Texas **. It was late, around 10:30 p.m. when I first heard it. A loud bang. Then another. Coming from the trailer. At first, I thought it was just loose cargo. I turned down the radio and listened again. More pounding, heavy, desperate, coming from inside the walls of the trailer. It sounded like someone was trapped. I pulled over near a rest stop just outside **, San Angelo **. Grabbed my flashlight. Walked the length of the truck with my pulse hammering. The banging stopped. I opened the trailer doors. Everything was still. The pallets were secured. No one inside. Still, I walked to the back wall, tapping on metal, checking corners. Nothing. Just cold silence. Shaken, I locked it back up and got in the cab. 5 minutes later. **, bang 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 **. It was back. Worse. Faster. Angrier. I kept driving, too scared to stop again. Whatever it was, I didn't want to see it a second time. The pounding didn't stop until I made my delivery at 5 a.m. I didn't sleep. Didn't talk to anyone. Just dropped off the shipment and started the long drive back. And still, the pounding continued. It didn't follow a pattern. Sometimes it was soft, like fingernails tapping. Other times, it was violent. Like someone, or something was trying to get out. I nearly crashed twice. I was too afraid to stop. Too paranoid to turn around. When I got back to Memphis, I went straight to Logan's place. I told him everything. He didn't laugh. Instead, he got this pale, frozen look. "Come with me," he said. We drove back to the truck lot in Arkansas. Only this time, we were greeted by a woman in her 60s who looked like she hadn't slept in days. When I described what happened, she didn't flinch. She asked who sold me the truck. I gave her the name. She nodded slowly. "That truck was never for sale," she said. "It wasn't supposed to be touched. The city asked us to hold it here after the incident." "What incident?" I asked. She sighed. Said the trailer had once belonged to a transport company that had been shut down by the feds. A group of undocumented immigrants had been left locked in a trailer during a heat wave. The driver fled. They were trapped for 7 days before authorities found them. By then, every single person inside was dead. Some clawed at the walls. Others broke their hands pounding. Some simply laid down and never got back up. They say the air ran out by the third day, she added. The truck was held as evidence, then quietly dropped when no charges stuck. No one wanted to claim it. So it sat there, abandoned, until someone sold it under the table. I felt sick. Those bangs I heard? They weren't cargo. They were echoes. Desperate, dying echo star. I demanded a refund. She gave it without argument. I handed the keys back and left that lot, vowing never to drive again. And for a while, I didn't. I found warehouse work again. Tried to forget. But some things don't leave you. 6 months later, I got a call from Logan. He sounded shaken. "Eli, it's happening again." He'd taken a new gig and, out of necessity, borrowed a trailer from a sketchy company based near Texarkana. Second day into his run, the same sounds began. Bangs. Voices whispering just behind the aluminum walls. A woman's sob. The unmistakable rattle of fists against locked doors. He stopped. Checked. Found nothing. I told him to return the trailer, to leave it at the side of the road if he had to. Instead, he kept going. 3 nights later, I got a call from his girlfriend. Logan was missing. He had last checked in at a gas station near El Paso sounding confused and panicked. Surveillance footage showed him pacing in the parking lot at 2 a.m., talking to no one. Then he climbed into the trailer. Not the cab. The trailer and never came out. By the time police arrived, the doors were sealed. They pried them open. It was empty. No Logan. No sign of damage. No trace of human presence. Just one thing. The inside walls were covered in long bloody handprints Faint. Fresh. The case is still open. The trucking company folded 2 weeks later. Their records disappeared. The trailer itself was impounded. But I know what happened. I've driven long roads. I've stared into empty highways with no end. I've heard the sounds that steel doesn't make on its own. Some trucks carry more than freight. Some carry soul star. Memories. Or worse, things that remember being left behind star. I haven't driven since. Can't even stand near a loading dock. Sometimes I wake up at night hearing knocks on my apartment wall in *3***. And once, I swore I heard Logan's voice on the radio during a thunderstorm. He wasn't speaking. just pounding. As told by Oliver Price, a retired British lorry driver from Norfolk *. This didn't happen to me. It happened to someone my grandfather once knew, a man named ** Gareth Holt **. My grandfather, God rest him, told us the story many times when we were kids, usually by the fireplace when the wind howled through the eaves. He swore it was true. And the older I get, the more I believe him. Gareth wasn't just a workmate of my grandfather, they were practically brothers on the road. Both drove lorries for a freight company back in the 1970s. And though Gareth was from Yorkshire and my grandfather from Suffolk, they kept in touch through radio on long drives, just to kill the loneliness. In those days, truckers often used ** CB radios ** to chat, share road conditions, or just joke about the weather. It made the bleak hours go by a little faster. The night it happened, my grandfather was driving a load through the Midlands, somewhere near Birmingham. Gareth, meanwhile, was heading down the ** A47 ** near Peterborough, a long, flat, and eerily quiet stretch of road that cuts through farmland and open heath. He was driving alone. It was a little after 8 p.m. when they spoke. They'd been chatting about football, wives, and miserable road food, nothing serious. Until Gareth said something strange. "There's lights in the sky," he said. "Out to the east. Flashing. Too low for planes, but they're moving fast." My grandfather laughed. "Probably RAF training. Or maybe the aliens have finally come to take your grumpy ass." Gareth chuckled, but then the radio went silent. Dead quiet. My grandfather tried to get him back. "Oi, Gareth? You there?" More silence. Then static. Then what he described as * garbled speech *. Gareth's voice, but chopped, broken, like someone was pulling the signal apart. Then, just for a few seconds, a scream. High-pitched, ragged, absolutely * not * a joke. And then, nothing. No signal. No reply. Just empty air. They tried calling him for hours. Others on the same frequency couldn't reach him either. By morning, Gareth still hadn't reported in, and neither he nor his lorry were found at the scheduled depot. My grandfather filed a report with a local constabulary. Police searched the A47, but there was no sign of Gareth. No debris. No skid marks. It was as if both man and machine had disappeared into the night. Search dogs were brought in. Even a helicopter. Still nothing. For ** 5 days ** Gareth Holt was considered missing. Then came the call. A family traveling on the A47 near ** Thorny Toll ** a place surrounded by fields and fog, found a man lying face down near a drainage ditch. He was covered in scratches, bruises, and filth. Disoriented. Mute. And had ** no ID ** on him. At first, the police assumed he was a vagrant. But when they brought him in and matched his fingerprints, it was Gareth. The man who had vanished 5 days prior. He didn't speak. Not then. Not ever again. Doctors couldn't find any injuries to his vocal cords. No sign of stroke. No neurological trauma they could pinpoint. And yet, Gareth seemed empty. He didn't recognize his wife. Didn't react to photos of his children. Didn't know his name. He stared at walls. Sometimes twitched when light passed overhead. But that was all. He never returned to driving. Never regained speech. He lived under the care of his brother until his death in 2011. He died without ever saying another word. The authorities had no explanation. Just a trauma-induced amnesia. But the truck was never found. No trace of it. My grandfather always believed it was a * forced disappearance **, a cover-up. He was convinced Gareth had been taken by something that wasn't human. That those lights Gareth saw were * not * from the RAF. That he had been abducted. Here's where it gets disturbing. My grandfather managed to get a hold of a copy of the ** radio recording *. Apparently, a third driver had been listening in and was taping conversations for fun. The tape, which I heard once, when I was 16, was mostly banter. But the last part, right before Gareth's scream, you hear his voice, panicked. "They're everywhere, oh God, it's inside the cab. The lights, can't look at them, it's inside. Then a wet, high-pitched sound, like wind and metal folding in on itself. Then, silence. The police confiscated the tape eventually. Told my grandfather it was interfering with an open investigation. They never gave it back. But some part of it stuck with me. Especially the phrase, "It's inside the cab." I've replayed it in my head for years. Not outside. Not approaching. Inside star. Whatever happened to Gareth didn't just come from the sky. It got into him. Others in the area started reporting strange things too. Flickering lights above the fenlands. Livestock vanishing. Weird electronic interference on old radios. People who stopped hearing Gareth's story dismissed it as urban legend. But the locals near Thorney told. They remember. There's even a sign at one petrol station with a handwritten warning. Do not stop on the A47 after dark. Especially near the toll. No one talks about it directly. But they know. Some believe Gareth was returned as a warning. Others say he never truly came back, just a shell, animated for appearances. A mimic. Even my grandfather admitted, late in life, that the last time he visited Gareth in hospital, something felt off. Like Gareth was watching him even when his eyes weren't moving. Like something else was inside, waiting. After Gareth died, his brother buried him in the local cemetery in Leeds. But before the funeral, a nurse reportedly quit the care facility. Said she woke up one night to find Gareth standing in her room. Smiling. Mouth wide open, but no sound. The CCTV from that night? Erased. No footage. No logs. Gone. To this day, the full case file on Gareth Holt remains sealed. Classified under some obscure clause related to civil aviation safety. Which is bizarre, considering it involved a lorry driver on a ground route. Makes you wonder. I visited the stretch of A47 where he vanished once, out of curiosity. Middle of the day. Sunlight, wind, birds. But even then, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me. And that whatever took Gareth Holt is still out there. Waiting for another cab. Another voice on the radio. Another long mile of night. Based on the account of Tommy Heller, a former truck driver from Georgia. It's been 10 years since it happened. I've since left the life behind. But sometimes, when I drive alone at night or hear static on the radio, it all comes rushing back. Back then, I was 36. My younger brother Matt and I ran freight routes across the southeastern United States, mostly Alabama, Georgia, and northern Florida. We hauled raw materials, usually from port cities to inland manufacturing plants. That night, we were on Route 65, heading south from Montgomery to Mobile. It was around 1 a.m., the kind of hour when the air goes still and time feels stuck. We were talking about the playoffs, laughing over bad country songs playing on low volume, when Matt sat up and pointed. "Tommy," he said. "What the hell is that?" Up ahead, barely within the reach of the high beams, we saw movement. 2 figures. A man and a woman. The man had one arm raised, waving for help. The woman cradled what looked like a baby wrapped in a thick blanket. Behind them sat a scorched SUV. Not just burned, obliterated. Blackened, windows blown out, hood collapsed. It looked like it had been through a war zone. "Pull over," Matt said. "They've got a baby." I didn't hesitate. I slowed down and brought the truck to a stop just ahead of them. The man walked toward the driver's side, and I opened the window but didn't climb down. "You folks okay?" I asked. "What happened?" His voice cracked, full of desperation. "Please, our car, we just want to go home. Please help us." I nodded. "Of course. We can take you to Mobile. You can use my phone too if you need to call someone." Tears welled up in his eyes. "Thank you," he said. "I'll go get my wife." He turned and walked back. Matt and I started shifting gear around in the cab to make room for them. It was cramped, but we dealt with worse. A few minutes passed. Then 10. Still no sign of them. I checked the side mirror. Nothing. Matt opened the passenger door and looked back. Still nothing. You see them? He asked. Nope, I said. I grabbed my flashlight and stepped out. The night was moonless. Too quiet. I walked toward where the SUV had been. Gone. I stopped. Shined the flashlight around. Nothing but pine trees, asphalt, and the low hum of the truck's engine behind me. No people. No baby. No burned vehicle. Just open road and darkness. I stood frozen. Matt climbed down and joined me. Where the hell did they go? He asked, voice shaking. I don't know. We searched a bit more. Yelled out. Nothing answered. Eventually, we gave up and climbed back into the cab. Matt looked pale. Something's wrong, Tommy. We just saw a ghost, didn't we? I don't believe in ghosts, I said. But my voice didn't sound convincing. Even to me. 2 days later, we stopped at a trucker's diner outside of Evergreen, Alabama. Weather was bad. Rain hitting the windows like nails. Inside, it smelled like old bacon and burnt coffee. We were sitting with a couple other drivers, sharing road stories. Eventually, we told them what we saw. One of the older guys, Jim, just stared at us for a while. Then he leaned in. You saw them too, hey, he said. My blood ran cold. Jim told us that 10 years ago, a family of 3, husband, wife, infant, was ambushed near Route 65 by a cartel from the Gulf. The father, they said, owed someone money. They found the car burned to ashes with all 3 still inside. No survivors. Sometimes they come back, Jim whispered. People see them standing by the road, same place every time. Asking for help. Holding that baby. If you stop, they vanish. Happens maybe once every year. I couldn't process it. I just sat there, shivering under the fluorescent lights. It made no sense. But it felt true. I could still see the man's face in my mind. The way his eyes begged for help but hid something else too. Guilt. Matt stopped trucking after that. He swore off night driving completely. Said he'd seen enough death for one lifetime. Me? I kept going for another 5 years. But I never took Route 65 again. And I never stopped for anyone at night, not even once. I'd rather live with the guilt of ignoring a real person than the madness of seeing them again. Over the years, I met a few other drivers who claimed to have seen the same thing. Some got footage on dash cams. But it always corrupted. Files unreadable. Static and white flashes. One guy told me he tried to call 911 during the encounter. Phone shorted out. When he reached town and called again, police found no trace of any burned vehicle or people. No tire marks. No heat signature. Nothing. It was like the road erased them. Or maybe they were never really there. Sometimes I think about stopping that night. What if we'd gotten out? Let them into the cab? Would they have vanished inside? Would we have made it to Mobile? Would we have burned? The mind plays tricks. But some nights I still see them when I drive past an empty mile. A flicker in the mirror. A baby's cry on the CB radio. A figure on the roadside, waving. And every time, I keep driving. Even if part of me still wonders if someone real needed help. This happened 10 years ago. But my memory of that man's face is burnt eyes full of pain and something darker. It never left me. I still wonder, was he just a ghost? Or something worse? Something that wants to be seen. Just so it can make you doubt what's real ever again. All four stories remind us that ignoring warning signs, whether physical, emotional, or intuitive, can lead to irreversible consequences. Whether it's a strange noise, an uneasy feeling, or something that defies logic, your instincts are often your first line of defense. Advice: in life, always listen to your gut. When something feels wrong, pause, reassess, and protect yourself before it's too late.